What's going on, golf addicts? It's the Waste Management Phoenix Open betting show. We're the Tour Junkies. I'm DB. Pat Perry with me. Podcast juice is flowing tonight. I'm on Planet Cheetos. And it's one of our favorite weeks of the year. Pumped to get into the show. We're going to talk about our favorite outright bets, some trends for betting this tournament. We're going to talk about some bombs outright. We're going to bring back an old segment called the Let 'em Hang Predictions. I'm really excited about that.
Very excited about that.
We're going to be talking, as we do every year, NFL prop bets, which, Pat, I don't know. I just thought about this. We've done pretty well with the prop bets. In fact, I think this will be 3 years in a row, if I hit it, that I've hit the Gatorade color. I don't know if you remember, I've nailed the Gatorade color every year.
Ooh, do you have a Gatorade color in mind?
Yes, I do.
Because
Yes,
I do too, and it's
Okay.
gonna be interesting.
Okay, well, we'll get to it. We're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be a good show. The Waste Management Phoenix Open is a blast. This is one of the best weekends of the year with that, and then the Super Bowl coming at you. We are presented to you by a new sponsor that I'm really excited to tell people about, and that is Leaderboard, the best golf app you can download in the App Store if you're on iOS. Coming soon. If you're one of those Android people, I don't understand, but it's coming soon to you. The Leaderboard app is tremendous. Okay, it's a simple app. It'll help you take your friends' money on the course. So when you're ready to gamble on the course, they have stroke play, they have match play, they have Nassau, they have skins game. They've got all kind of stuff. It syncs with the USGA's Gen app. So if you have a USGA handicap, it'll all sync. It's got GPS features. You can track your stats, fairways hit, greens and regulation, putts, all that good stuff. These are great people. It's a free app. It doesn't push you in front of a paywall every time you open it. You can help. It'll also help you settle in Venmo when you've beaten your friends and it's time to take their money in a Nassau or anything like that. You can settle with Venmo. It's beautiful. This is great people, great company. Started by a scratch golfer, a couple of guys that knew software. They were tired of the same old golf app, and they've partnered with us for the rest of 2023. And we're super excited about it. We've been using the app for a couple of weeks now at our own tournaments. In fact, you can even follow us on the Leaderboard app and track our rounds and see how crappy we are. And then we'll also track you. Okay. So again, it's a free app. The link is in the description if you want to check it out. Pat, you recently used the app, and it kind of made you think, huh?
I loved it, and it really resonated with me, not just because of all the things that you just said that are great about the app. I think the Venmo thing is really cool. The fact that you can exchange money, because sometimes it can be hard to get money from your friends.
Yeah.
By the way, DB, I'm off script here.
Okay.
Not that we ever have a script,
Right.
but I'm even more off script. Let me tell you something that happened to me the other day.
Okay.
I was playing in a game and we bet money. And the guy I was playing against, well, you know how you exchange money and like somebody says, well, I've got this cash, so I'll give you this money, whatever.
Yeah.
He gave me not one, but two $2 bills.
What?
I am not lying.
That is the most landings. That is the most landings bullshit
down
I've ever
into
heard.
my kitchen and go grab the $2 bills and show them to you.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? So you know what? You can avoid getting a $2 bill.
They give you any half dollars?
No.
Oh
but
my
you can
god!
avoid getting a $2 bill with the Leaderboard app.
You need to tell your friend. You need to send your friend the link to download Leaderboard right now.
But anyway, the other great thing about it is you can track your round. You can put where you're hitting fairways, where you're hitting greens, all that kind of stuff. And it's cool because you need to know that kind of thing. If you want to better yourself and make your game better, you got to know where your misses are and where your hits are. And so you can do that on the Leaderboard app also. But you can also avoid getting $2 bills.
It's so ridiculous. Okay, it's the Waste Management Phoenix Open. It's TPC Scottsdale. It's rowdy. It's beautiful. It's Arizona co-eds. It's drunkenness. It's debauchery. It's tomfoolery. It's all of the above, okay? It's a fun tournament to watch. We're excited about it. But here's the thing that's not fun about it from a betting standpoint. First of all, we didn't even talk about the fact that on this very show last week, we had a 5-minute conversation about Justin Rose and Matt Kuchar. We both landed on Justin Rose. You said you thought it was old guy week and you thought Justin Rose could win. and then Matt Kuchar ends up on your freaking betting card, and
What
not
the
Justin Rose.
hell? I don't understand sometimes what my brain thinks
If I
or
could
how it
punch you in the
like.
face through the screen,
You
I
know
would.
how like you used to talk about back in the day, like synapses firing and
Yeah,
like there's an order to it, and sometimes it's disordered.
yeah.
Something was out of like it didn't happen for me last week.
If we were in person right now, would you let me, like, not, like, hard, but, like, a little bit punch you, like, just a little bit? Like, if I were just
No, but I might let you box my ears a little bit. You could be like on the ears.
okay, because I would. That really pissed me off. We had people in the nut talk, winning tickets. Everybody like, "Oh, I tailed him because you guys talked about it being old guy week." Ton of people with 35 to 1,
Mm.
38 to 1, 40. I saw a 40 to 1. Justin Rose ticket in the nut hut. Me and you sitting here empty-handed with nothing. I lost everything this week. I sucked this week.
Well,
Horrible. My top 20s were bad. I had 2 head-to-heads win. That's the other thing. They didn't even talk about that on the DFS show. I put out 4 head-to-heads, and I kept noticing in the head-to-head market, I'm like, "Damn, these people loving some Justin Rose. Maybe they think it's old guy week." So I put 2 head-to-heads with Justin Rose beating both of them. I cleaned house on those, obviously.
mm-hmm.
That's it. That's the only thing I hit the whole week. Everything else is terrible.
Well,
It is what it Pebble
things
sucks.
happen.
I hate Pebble. I'm done with that tournament. But anyway, more
We've
bad
got a
news.
fantastic tournament this week.
I mean, yeah, it's a great tournament, but the bad news is this is a big just, this is a big just grab of the, just grabbing your nuts and putting them in a vice grip if you're a DB's big balls betting card guy.
Yeah,
Because
you're gonna have. I don't think you're gonna have a long shot win this week.
the last long shot to win this thing happened in 2014 as Kevin Stadler waddled his way to victory at 125 to 1. Since then, 40 to 1, 28 to 1, 11 to 1, 50 to 1, 22 to 1, 14 to 1, 50 to 1, 25 to 1. It's been 50 to 1 or shorter, ton of favorites. Hideki's won twice, Woodland won, Fowler won, Webb won, Brooks won, Scheffler won, Brooks won twice. It's just been a total short number to mid-range
And
spot,
and with this being an elevated event this year,
and the
it's
field's
even more
even
so.
stronger.
I feel like you're probably wasting your time if you take too many folks over like 80 to 1.
Oh, but did I do it? 100%
Oh
I did.
yeah, I got
DB's
some. I got
DB's
some we can talk about.
DB's Big Balls betting card is already published, in fact, because the weather looks perfect. It looks like we're gonna have very little. I mean, there might be a slight wave advantage. Last year, there was a slight wave advantage, but it's not gonna be enough to make you not wanna throw down who you wanna throw down on the outrights. And I was seeing the numbers tank. I did the first look show yesterday on Sunday since we kinda had the extra day and DraftKings had the odds out quickly, and the numbers have already started tanking. So if you've not already fired, you need to fire ASAP. But the DB's Big Balls betting card is already out, and I still took bombs because I mean, I have to. I'm bound by the what's the word, Pat? I'm bound to just the freaking I'm just
Gold
bound.
bond.
What? Fuck, what, gold bond?
Yeah,
No,
like
no,
money bond.
no, no, no. I'm bound by the just
The laws of the
the
DB's big
gambling, the
balls betting.
gambling, the gambling. God dang it! I don't have any words, but I'm bound by it. You know what I mean? So I had to throw bombs out there. So I
Yeah.
did. I got bombs out there. But here's just some trends. 14 of the last 16 winners have played in at least 2 Waste Management Phoenix Opens. 14 of the last have had at least 1 win on the PGA Tour. Not a lot of first-time winners, period, and not a lot of first-time winners at this tournament. 13 of the last 14 winners ranked inside the top 55 in total driving on the PGA Tour season. 13 of the last 15 winners have finished 11th or higher in a previous Waste Management. 13 of the last 15 had at least 1 top 10 in that season. 17 of the last 20 were 34 or younger. 11 of the last 14 had at least 3 previous career wins on tour. 15 of the last 20 ranked inside the top 40 in strokes gained off the tee on the PGA Tour season. Off the tee is tremendously important here. Like long and straight, because there's a lot of drivers hit here. This is not Pebble Beach. This is
Mhm.
driver. This is send it. Whether you are Shestical Reevy or you are Cameron Young, you are hitting driver here. And as long as you keep it in grass, doesn't even have to be the short grass, but as long as you're keeping it in the grass, you're okay. Sadate,
Yeah. There's no
Wadata. What movie is that from?
uh, it's from,
Sadate, Wadata, my
that's from
Damie.
I know what it's from, don't tell me.
Sadata, Wadata, my Damie.
Uh,
No, what's it say? On the Penista.
Pootie Tang.
Pootie Tang, best movie.
Okay.
One of
I
the best
knew it
movies.
was gonna come to me eventually. All right, so, yeah, I agree. You can't there's no rough here, really. There's
Yeah,
not.
you
It's
just
just
can't hit in the desert.
yeah.
Can't hit in the desert. Um, hit your mid irons close to these larger greens. But the greens don't have a lot of character, not a lot of undulation. They're pretty pure. We're just looking at strokes gained putting stats. You don't even have to get like Bermuda specific, really. They're
Yeah.
pure. Now you might have to chip a little bit, and it is some tight Bermuda, so you got to do that. And you got to, you know, here's the X factor though, Pat. You got to be able to you got to like the place. You got to like the vibe. You got to like the atmosphere, the drunken co-eds, the 16th, the
Mm.
party all
I
week.
like that. The first couple things you just said.
Yeah, but you gotta be able to like it enough to go win a golf tournament, not just
Be
get
amongst it.
get amongst it. Yeah. Anyway, that's
Uh,
kind of the trends, what we're looking at. So we'll spend some time at the top. We'll spend some time in the middle. We'll mention a few bombs, then we're gonna get to some fun Super Bowl props. Let's get into it. Top of the board, man. I said this on the DFS show. John Rahm and Rory McIlroy implied odds to win at around 21 to 22% across most sports books right now, which is just bad news for me. Just bad news.
yeah.
I mean, honestly though, like they're both playing unbelievable. They're both going for like their fourth or fifth win in their last like 9 starts. Surely the better play is Rahm with his record here, right? Like gun
I
to your
think
head,
Rahm is certainly the if you're choosing between the 2,
they're both the same number pretty much. They're both
same
8 to
number,
1, 9 to 1.
Rahm is the play.
Rahm's the bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rahm's the bet. Okay, but other than Rahm, in that 25 to 1 range or shorter. Now, if you listen to the First Look show on Sunday, which by the way goes Nut Hut exclusive next week. So sorry, you got to be a member of the Nut Hut. You got to be a paying member of the Nut Hut, and we'll shop lines together. First Look every Monday morning. It's a great show. We found some great value. But if you were watching yesterday, there are a lot of guys that were 25 to 1, 30, 35 to 1 that are no longer. And
They
they're
are not
now,
there.
yeah, they're not. So what are we thinking here?
Well, there's one that sticks out to me that was the biggest difference was Tony Finau. I mean, Tony
Yeah.
Finau, like you go into this week and he was literally here. We got questions. You talk about the Nut Hut. I got questions, DMs Sunday night. Hey, what do you think about Tony Finau? I'm seeing him at 25 to 1 on DraftKings or wherever it was. I don't see that anywhere else. I see 18 to 1. I'm like, yeah, I think you get that. I mean,
Yeah.
why not? And now what is he? Like
20,
20 to 1 on
18.
BetMGM, but everywhere else is 18 to 1. So you've already missed that. And there
Yeah.
was some big time value there with Tony Finau. And I like him. If we're talking guys inside of 25 to 1, I still like him if you can get him at that 20 to 1 number, which may not even hold that much longer. But I like Tony Finau there.
Finau was not clicking. You know, people are going to say, well, he missed a cut last year.
Yeah.
Finau was not clicking last year leading up to this event like he's clicking right now. Like
No, not at all. It's
he is
totally
in
different.
full like kick ass take names
And
mode.
this is a course
Tremendous
that
course.
he can win.
Yeah.
He really should have won the year Webb won.
Yeah.
So I feel like Tony Finau is,
Yeah. I agree.
20 to 1, whatever. I wish you would have gotten him at 25 to 1 like we did, but whatever. And then like I like Xander at 16 to 1 is the best number I see him at. I think, we've got like Scheffler in here is also 14 to 1. He won here last year. I'm still a little worried about Scheffler, but Xander,
You'd rather have Xander over Scheffler at the same number?
yeah, I would.
Hmm.
Everybody was really concerned about Xander at the beginning of the year with the injury. There was talk about that at the Century, and he pulled out and all that kind of stuff. And then what happened?
Yeah, he balled out.
He gets American Express and just balls out on the
Yeah.
last round. This is a great fit for him. You look at Xander's history here; it's amazing. I mean, the last 2 years, T3, T2, top 16 in 2020, top 10 in 2019. The guy just loves it here, plays well here. Xander, I feel like this is a tournament. Like if you're looking back on the career of Xander Schauffele, this would be one that I would put in the win column, and I think it could come this week. And I'll take him at 16-1 if you can get that number still on him.
Okay. I mean, up here in this range, I'm enticed by Morikawa. I mean, he's just been so good, and I'm normally not one to bet Morikawa, but 20-1 is the best number you can find on him now. DK and MGM. The irons are so good right now. The putter seems better. He's got a new putting situation going on. That seems good. Um, I'm enticed by that. And then I talked about this guy on the betting show. He's probably, I think, the best value, one of the best values up here, and that's Max Homa. I got him at 25-1 yesterday, on Sunday. He's 22-1 right now on MGM and DraftKings. I mean, Homa's like Finau. Except he's been more consistent here over the last few years. Played really well here, but he's just another level right now. He's another level of Max Homa. There's no reason we can't hit him 2 victories in a row. Like, the guy is just absolutely dialed. The total driving, the iron play is all there. The around the green play is there. It's all there. He's just one of the best players in the world right now. So, Homa for me. The stay away is Justin Thomas. I talked about on the DFS show.
Yeah, I agree with
I
that.
just don't feel like I don't feel like we are at 100% Justin Thomas. I just don't feel it. Something is slightly off. He's just not quite clicking. He's spraying the ball off the tee, which you cannot have here. Um, and like, even the things he's doing well, he's not doing them to the level that he's done them in the past when he's done so good here. He's got such a good record here. I'm not betting JT at 20-1. All right, we ready to move to the next range?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
next range. Before we do that, I got to tell you about our Masters contest. We've got a Masters contest. We do this every year. We do something for the Masters every year. We're going to be there, okay, as we are every year. And we're going to help give somebody a really nice merch situation from the pro shop at Augusta National.
A
We will do
situation.
yeah. We will do the shopping for you, okay? So if you win, we're going to get your information, your sizes, your wish list, like we're Santa Claus, and we're going to go into the pro shop and we're going to shop for you and we're going to buy it for you and we're going to ship it to you. $500 in merch, $500. Here's how you enter to win. We're going to choose someone who, from this date on, submits a 5-star review and writes a review of the podcast on Apple and or Spotify. That helps the show. It helps bump us. It helps people find the show. It helps give us feedback. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. That's why you're watching. But give us a 5-star review. Tell us a little bit of something in the written description. Leave that now. You have between now and probably the week before Masters to get that done. We will pick one person, $500 coming your way. We'll shop for you, send it to you right to your doorstep. You'll love us forever. Okay. That's the Masters contest. All right. Up to 75-1, kind of this mid range. This is obviously a spot where I'm hammering because, especially on DB's Big Balls betting card, I don't have a choice. There's a couple names here. I really like Sung Jae. I think Sung Jae's sneaky good, a good value here at 30-1. He's played well here. He's played well this year. I prefer him over like a Tom Kim in a similar spot. He's got the experience here. He's not going to be wide-eyed at the madness and the circus that is the Waste Management. So I like him. He was 35-1 yesterday. He's 30-1 now. I still take it on DK. I'm buying Cam Young right now at 35-1. You can still get him at 35-1, I believe. Let me make sure. No, he's shortened also on DK at 30-1. Coming over
He's
from
so much better if you would have looked at him on Saturday last weekend.
yeah, coming over from the Saudi International where he finished yet again runner-up. But the thing about him,
Can that guy win a damn tournament?
yes, he can, and he's had so many runner-ups, but the strokes gained off the tee metric that is so important here is gonna play right into his greatest strength. He's a very level-headed guy, like, level attitude, like, we've not seen Cam get up or down. I feel like that'll be good here. His second time around the waste management, I think he finished 26 last year. Love Cam Young at that 30 number as well. And then I'm going with like Taylor Montgomery, 60 to 1. I believe this kid could actually win his first event here at the waste management. The guy's so good off the tee. And even at a tournament where you don't have to be a great putter, he is just such an elite putter that you combine that with his ability off the tee, like figure it out with the irons and let's go. Like let's be a first time winner on the PGA Tour and at the waste management and buck the trend. I'm buying Taylor Montgomery 60 to 1 on FanDuel. And then yes, Pat, I am betting Siwoo Kim.
Ooh,
Siwoo
love
is currently 90 to 1, which is actually longer than what he was yesterday. That's a number that's got longer. He's 90 to 1 on DK. Siwoo's played this place pretty good. He's had some miscuts. He's had some decent finishes, but working with Cameron McCormick, saw him working with Cam this past weekend. Played well already to start his season. Obviously got the victory. I think Siwoo embraces this place. I think he loves this place. 90 to 1 for a guy that just won a couple weeks ago on a course he's got good finishes on. He's got experience on. Check some boxes. Like, to me, Siwoo's a no-brainer at 90 to 1. I think there's a lot of win equity for a guy like that. He is third in the last 24 rounds, third in the field in strokes gained approach, second in opportunities gained, 10th in fairways gained, third around the green, and 8th in bogey avoidance. Hello. He is number 16 in my preliminary model on Monday. 16th, ranked 16th in the model, 90 to 1.
Well, you know I love
I rest
some.
my case.
Now I thought we were in the 20. We're like under 75 to 1 range, and you're like
Oh, my
20.
bad. I had him written down as 75 to 1 because that's what he was yesterday. My bad.
So
Next
you got at least you got him at a better number. All
Now
right,
I
I
do.
do, but let's talk about some other guys here because I agree. I'm with you on Cam Young. I think you got to take him if you get him anywhere between 35 to 1, 30 to 1. I like Montgomery. I'm also with you there. A
You
couple
do?
other guys.
I didn't think you liked Montgomery.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
did. A couple others though. I like Sahith. I like the gala this weekend.
You're getting caught up in it.
I don't care. I feel like I am. I feel like you're right. I'm getting caught up
I don't
in the hype on Sahith. 45 to 1. It's a great course fit for him. Obviously, he played well here last year. He was
I'm fading the hype.
I don't think you should, man. T3 last year on this course.
So what? That's last year. I'm fading the hype. The
Okay.
driver worries me.
I get it, but 45 to 1 Sahith just he's such
45? He's gotten shorter as crap. He's
Don't
been
you
bet
think
down.
win his first golf tournament on a course like this?
He
I do.
he's been
I do.
bet down like crazy. He was like 60 to 1, 65 yesterday.
Still.
You're riding the public steam, Pat. You're just
I'm
steam.
in on it. I'm all in on it.
Let's make a bet against that. Let's spin the betting wheel. Who can I have against the hit?
Uh,
I'll take a guy at a longer number. I'll take Siwoo at 90. I'll take Taylor Montgomery.
No, because I like Montgomery, so I'm not gonna like. I kind of put them in the same. Even though, really, Sahith is. If you want Siwoo, I'll give you Siwoo over Sahith.
Yeah, I do. I'll take that. You want to
Okay,
spin the wheel for the first
spin
time
the
in
wheel.
2023?
Yeah, spin the
Let
wheel.
me go
I'll
get
take.
the wheel. Let me get the wheel. Now there's a free square in here. There's a free square, which just means it's the choice of whoever. It's whoever's choice.
What?
Okay, whoever wins.
Okay.
I don't have my headphones on, so I can't hear you. All right, ready? No. Hold on, that was bad. Let me spin it harder. Ready? Oh. And that is week-long social media love confession. Winner picks who? Week-long social media love confession. Winner picks who?
What
I
does
have
that mean?
no idea what that means. I literally have no idea. I think that was a listener submitted one. And I can't remember what that means. So maybe we should we spin again?
Because I don't know what the fuck that
Okay.
means.
If you submitted that, remind us what what that means because I don't remember. All right, let's spin again. Here we go. Oh, no, hold on. Okay. Post a sexy pic on IG or Twitter. A little sexy, little provocative,
Okay. All right.
provocative post there. Okay, so we're just gonna go finish position here with Siwoo and Sahith.
Yeah.
God, I love that, dude. I love riding a bet with Siwoo in my corner. Fuck, dude, I'm gonna bend. Oh God, I'm gonna. You're gonna be submitting a sexy pic. I love that. Okay. Who else you like in here? Are we
I
wait, are we
liked.
gonna do a tiebreaker? We can do a tiebreaker?
What's the tiebreaker?
Most DraftKings points?
How about most birdies?
Most birdies? Okay.
Yeah. They're
So
both scorers.
yeah,
So
there.
like,
So finish positions number 1, most birdies is tiebreaker.
all right. I like Terrell Hatton, and I know
Yeah.
you hate Terrell Hatton, but I like Terrell Hatton this
And
week.
Terrell Hatton
50.
hates this place. He
I
hates
don't.
this
I
place.
don't think he hates it as much as you think he does.
Oh yeah, he hates it. He hates it.
I think he likes the money of it.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Everybody likes money, but I mean, I
Yeah.
like money, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna go, put my wiener on OnlyFans.
I still feel like 50 to 1 OnlyFans Hatton is a good.
Hey, what you put your wiener on OnlyFans? You put your wiener there.
He's gonna put his wiener all
You
out there.
you're twigging
He's
berries.
gonna walk with his penis hanging out down 16 and
Okay.
win this
What if
tournament at
Luke's
50.
listening? Okay, can you slow down? What if Luke's listening?
Okay, sorry.
Our 10-year-old fan. Um, did you hear Shane Lowry fired his caddy? Let go of his caddy? Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why would he do such a thing?
I don't know. All right, let's keep moving. 75 to 1 or up to 130 to 1. I mean, this is bomb territory.
I don't have a lot, but I can give you
I
some.
mentioned Siwoo. I got two more, two additional. I love JT posting at 110 to 1 on DraftKings. I bet him at 130 already. I still get him at 110 to 1. The guy's got a great record here. He's playing great, multiple PGA Tour winner. Very chill, like level attitude. He's not going to get up or down based on the whole ruckus crowd of the Waste Management. He's one of my favorite shorter hitters. I mean, he's not short; he's just kind of average, but he's one of my favorite like average hitters that could get it done here. I'm a believer in JT Poston this week. Love the form, love the record. 110 to 1. Another guy who's got a ridiculous record here, like long-term ridiculous, is Brennan Steele. And he hasn't.
Ugh, God, can't stand him.
I mean, he's 130 to 1. He's a 3-time winner on the PGA Tour. He just hasn't done it since 2017, year of our Lord. But his ball striking has been extremely good. Really, for most of like last year, it was really good. His short game is not great. His putter is terrible. But he's still managed to get it done here. I mean, he's got a 5th, a 6th, a 6th, a 26th, a 17th, a 16th, a 3rd, a 30th, all at the Waste Management. In fact, of like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In fact, in 12 Waste Managements, half of them he's gained strokes putting, and a couple of them like a lot of strokes putting. Again, bad putters can play here. He's 130 to 1 on DK. Brendan Steele. I'll take it.
I kept looking at Brendan Steele, and I just hate betting him, playing him in DFS, whatever. But I agree. I think it's hard to avoid it. I think he is. I like the call there.
He's rolling.
A couple more I'll add here.
Okay.
Keegan Bradley's at 80-1. I like Keegan.
Oh yeah, I like that.
I mean, this is a great fit for him. So Keegan at 80-1. KH Lee, who just like if it's a TPC course, we got to play KH Lee. He's at 100-1.
I don't mind it.
The guy can score. Just a fantastic player. Can win. He can win. This is a winner. So KH Lee, I like him at 100-1. Ricky Fowler is at 80-1. Hmm? Do we think he can win yet?
Yeah, I think he can.
Maybe.
I think he's ready. Is he still at 80-1?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, I haven't really been riding the Ricky train, comeback train yet. I haven't wasted any units or whole lot of DFS equity in him yet, and I feel good about that. I feel like I've made the right decision there, but now I'm starting to see that maybe the Butch Harmon stuff is starting to come back.
Yeah.
I I'm ready. I'm now ready. It's like, you know, it's like she's
He
finally telling
tasted a little bit of it at the Farmers.
just a little bit, and then he
They
just
gave him a
completely
little
then he just
taste, and he was there in
yeah.
contention for a second, like a hole.
Yeah. I
And
just
so, but I have so that's it for me in that range. I have one play in the 130-1 and over range that I think is the play, DB.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to know who it is?
Who's that?
He had a great Sunday round last weekend. He actually finished right before they cut off, before they got to play on Monday. He finished at 12 under. He was a guy that I don't think anybody really was looking at Pebble Beach because he's pretty long off the tee. Wasn't really a great course fit, but he played well last week. How about Taylor Pendrith at
Wow.
131?
Wow. First time
130-1 Taylor Pendrith. First time playing here, I get it. But this is a better course fit than last week. And he finished well last week. And all the strengths that he has are on this golf course.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay. I mean, he'd be a first-time PGA Tour winner, first-time Waste Management winner, obviously. I think this is the first time he's ever played it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I want it, but I respect it. I respect it.
Okay.
Are we talking bombs yet? Can we get into, like, super bombs?
That's it for me. And then I'm going to talk NFL props and my let 'em hang play.
I will just real quick before we get to that. There's some bombs in here that I think are worth just a few nickels on. Kurt Kitayama at 180-1 is a lock. Like, I think he'll be really chalky in DFS because he's 7K even. He's playing well, and he's a better course fit here than he was at Pebble. But he's a lock. I mean, the guy almost won like 3 golf tournaments last year in strong fields. So 180-1 on a better course fit for Kitayama on DK, I think you have to hit it. And it's just the right bet no matter what happens. I think Scott Stallings at 200-1. I'm continuing to believe he just has to put 4 together. He's putting like 3 together and not 4. He just needs the 4th one, the 4th round, and then he could close the door. PGA Tour winner. It's been a while, but he could do it. He's 200-1 on DK. Davis Thompson, the Georgia Bulldog, who almost took down John Rahm just a couple weeks ago, is 250-1 on a course that is better suited for Davis Thompson. Bermuda. Davis, Sea Island boy. He's going to prefer the Bermuda than he did the PGA West stuff, which I think actually was Bermuda, but I don't know about around the greens. Wasn't it? I don't remember. Anyway, he can unleash the driver, which is more of a weapon for him. 250-1, I like it. All right, let's get into the NFL props and the fun stuff. You ready?
Yes, let's go.
I've got all right. So let's do our let 'em hang first. The let 'em
Yes, I love this.
hang predictions of the week. An old segment that we're bringing back. This is good. Let 'em hang. Now, Pat and I have already this has already been we've already outed each other. Apparently, Pat is really letting him hang. Like really, really, really letting him hang. I'm trying to let the let
Mine
him
are
hang.
hanging and dragging across the fields.
Yeah. you are, you got like a ditch witch that you're working with between your legs that you're dragging. You could plant trees and shrubbery that need real deep roots with yours. Mine's not as much, but let me show you what I'm working with here. I got a top 20 bomb, but dang it, dude, let me tell you, this is how good I feel about this top 20. I really want to bet him outright. That's how good I feel about it. He hasn't won on the PGA Tour. Hang on, let me check. I don't think it's ever happened. I'm just making sure because he's had a long career. He hasn't won on the PGA Tour ever. Yeah, no. It's been ever. Okay. We got word. He's had some top fives. He's had some close calls. We got word last week. We put it in the Nut Hut. He was 7K in the Nut Hut. He was 4% owned. He finished 20th. We got word that he was playing well and to watch out. Well, he did play well. He gained strokes across the board. Okay. In my model, he's 9th in approach last 24. Okay. Does good at that. Needs to hit some fairways. He can make some putts when he's hot. Got a decent record here. Not too shabby here. He is 400-1 outright. His last 2 attempts here, he's finished 30th and 9th. Okay. His name, Mark Hubbard. 8-1 top 20. And then combine that. I like this prop. This is a Super Bowl prop. Any player to have a 55-plus yard reception is plus 250. You parlay that on DraftKings, you get basically a 30-1 parlay. Mark Hubbard, 8-1, top 20. Any player to have a 55-yard plus reception in the Super Bowl. I think we're going to get a high-scoring affair. I think both teams are going to put up points. I hate that the Chiefs don't have Mecole Hardman, Georgia Bulldog, going, but I think there'll be enough. Potential bombs to Devonta Smith. AJ Brown could break free. Hell, Travis Kelce could break free. Isaiah Pacheco could break free.
Yeah.
Miles Sanders could break free. So I like the parlay at 30-1. That's my let 'em hang prediction. That will now be embarrassed by Pat's let 'em hang prediction. Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna keep it the same, but I am gonna, because of the fact that yours is a little shorter, I'm gonna give 2 options here. One is obviously a better one than the other. But we talk about Super Bowl props. And you mentioned this earlier. Gatorade color props.
Which I've hit 2 years in a row.
Okay. So maybe you have some thoughts here. But let's go to the golf, all right? One of the players I talked about earlier was Ricky Fowler to win. He is at 80-1 to win. What is Ricky's favorite color?
Orange.
Orange is his favorite color. And is orange Gatorade a prop color that you can bet?
It is, yeah.
Okay. So here's the let them hang play. If you really want to let them hang and drag them across your nuts.
This would be freaking legendary if you hit this.
If you hit this, you bet orange Gatorade and Ricky Fowler to win outright. You get plus 223. Okay. 223-1. So $5 bet, it will pay $1,120. If you bet $5 on that, that means orange Gatorade hits, and Mr. Orange, Ricky Fowler, is the winner of the Waste Management Tournament.
God, if the stars align on that, Daddy, that'd be
Can
great.
you imagine? Now if you want to reduce it a lot, then you bet Ricky Fowler top 20. That's just 12-1. It's just 12-1. I don't feel like that's letting them hang at all. I want to let them hang with the outright win with Ricky Fowler and just see what happens.
No, that's delightful. I gotta say that's the wrong Gatorade color is the problem because I have the right Gatorade colors I've had the last 2 years.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for you, that is the wrong Gatorade color. I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, but that is a good one. I really like it. I like the creativity there in joining Ricky in his favorite color. All the stars would be aligning there. God, what a weekend that would be. What a Sunday that would be. By the way, who's what? put this in the comments, okay? First of all, like the video. If you're watching on YouTube, click the thumbs up button. It takes just a second. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you're notified whenever we go live. We go live all the time. And then drop in the comment section your favorite Super Bowl prop bet or just fun kind of bet. What do you like? Because we're throwing a lot of these down. We've already talked about we love getting degenerate on Super Bowl Sunday and just like I want to lose money, but I want to have a lot of fun, like
Mhm.
cheer on every prop imaginable.
Same.
So it's the last good football game till September, basically first weekend of September with college. So drop that in the comments. I'd appreciate it. Pat, who's winning the Super Bowl, by the way? Who's your pick to win?
My pick to win is the Eagles. They're minus
Me too.
125, by the way, but the Eagles are my pick to win.
Me too. I think the Eagles. I think the defense is going to get to Mahomes. He's got the hobbled ankle.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna mess with him. Okay, I've got a ton of other prop bets we can talk through, and here we could get this out of the way too. Okay, the Gatorade color at plus 450. This is a long shot for the Gatorade color. Is going to be red/pink.
Hmm.
It's going to be
Oh, so
red/pink.
do they have a pink Gatorade?
I don't know, but that's just
Why do
what.
they have to put pink? Because they feel like it could get hued in that color, like
Yeah,
something.
it could get hued in there. So that's what it's going to be. It's okay. I like I said, this will be the third year in a row I get this right. Plus 450. You're welcome. Some other just wild ones that I like. This is fun. I didn't even know they did this, Pat. Combined jersey numbers of all touchdown
Oh,
scorers
that's a new one. Yeah, that's a new one.
under 170 and a half. I love that. Um, I think, I mean, just like with the Eagles, between Jalen Hurts, Miles Sanders, Devonta Smith alone are very low numbers. I can't
Yeah, but
remember
then you
what.
gotta hope Travis Kelce doesn't score
Yeah,
many touchdowns.
Travis Kelce is the problem, right? But I
Yeah,
mean,
that's the problem.
like Pacheco doesn't worry me. Anyway, I just feel like 170. I think we take the under. That's easy. I think that's easy. That's minus 110. Any player to have either 150 receiving yards or rushing yards is plus 350. I'll take the plus money bag there. Like I said, I think this is going to be a highly offensive situation. A lot of throws, lot of big plays, a lot of just studly stuff going on. So I'm believing for a big game, probably on the receiving end here. Since the Eagles kind of rotate Smallwood and Miles Sanders a good bit, so that's probably not happening. Any player to have the 55-yard reception, I talked about that already. Rushing, I think the first touchdown is for sure going to be rush. Like I think this is a no-brainer. The plus 160 number for the first touchdown to be rushing is happening. It's going to be Miles Sanders. It's going to be Jalen Hurts. It's going to be Isaiah Pacheco. It's going to be one of those three. That's that. And then the last play of the game to be a QB kneel, I say no at plus 155. I think you're going to have a team that's way behind, trying to do something or a field goal or something like that. I don't think it's going to be a kneel.
I like
And
that. I like that one. That one's interesting
yeah,
to me.
I
Yeah.
don't remember what this one is comparing. I don't know. Anyway, Jalen Hurts or Miles Sanders, one rushing touchdown between the two of them is minus 170. That needs to be hammered. That's happening. I can tell you that too. So those are my Super Bowl prop bets.
Hmm. Okay, I have a couple here for me that I like. First off, I mentioned the Eagles as just an overall win. I think you bet them at minus 125. But look, I'm surprised you didn't get any touchdown scoring props, really.
I was looking at the kind of just the weird stuff. I mean, we do a lot of the touchdown ATD stuff weekly, but I was looking at the weird stuff. But I
Well,
would love to hear your
here's
thoughts.
one I like because this guy I just feel like has not gotten his due in the playoffs in general because he's so good, and that's AJ Brown. So I'm gonna bet him to be the first touchdown scorer at 10-1.
First TD, okay, 10 to
First TD. Now he's probably anytime TD at like plus 250, plus maybe less than that. Probably should be less.
Now, the beautiful thing about a first TD is if you hit it, boy, you are firing bet. I mean, you are.
Yeah. So we want first TD. We're gonna win some money, and then
It's
we're
like a
gonna go
first
from
round leader. You hit the first round leader, and then the rest of the week, you're like just firing all kind of stuff.
yeah. So I like AJ Brown to be the first touchdown scorer at 10
Okay.
to 1. He's
Okay.
so due. It's incredible.
See, I don't need that to happen because I'm taking the first touchdown to be a rushing
Yeah.
touchdown.
So, but he's so due. I just feel like he is. Another thing is you could also bet on heads at plus 100, and I just bet on heads or tails on the flip. And I'm a heads guy, so I bet on heads. So let's go ahead and get
I'm a
some money
tails
right
guy,
off.
which is no surprise. No surprise that you're a heads guy. I'm a tail. No surprise that we're opposite. And my wife's ass is nice. So I'm kind of a tails guy.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and just get the coin flip out of the way. Here's another one that I like. Plus 340. So basically 3.5 to 1
I like it.
for each team to score a touchdown and a field goal in the first half. And here's why I think that. When you look at the Super Bowl, I think the first part of this game is kind of feeling each other out a little bit. And it's also high scoring. Both of these teams have great offenses, okay, in different ways. So if you look at it, I feel like you're going to see a field goal at least from each of them and then a touchdown from each of them, and then you hit. That's all you need. So the score's 10-10 in the first half. I
Mm.
think it's probably going to be somewhere around like 17-10, 17, 17, somewhere around in there. I do think that each of them has a field goal and each of them has a touchdown in the first half plus 340.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So I like that one. Here's a crazy one. Do you think that the field goal could go off the crossbar for plus 450?
No, 450 is not enough for off
It's
a
not enough.
crossbar. That is not enough.
I
That's a
really
terrible
wish
bet.
it was more, but I
That needs to be
like
like
that
a 10
bet.
to 1. That's insane.
Anyway, that's all I got.
I bet that doesn't happen freaking more than 10 times a year in a season. Like for the
At
whole
least
NFL.
they give you the perpendicular bar and the parallel bar. So you can you got
Still.
both chances.
Still.
I think they hit those bars more than you think they do.
The
That's the reason it's
crossbar
plus
though?
450.
The crossbar?
Either bar, the metal things.
Oh, so they could hit these bars.
Yes.
You said crossbar, I thought it was just this one.
No, it's both bars.
Okay, okay. I mean, I still feel like that's too short, but that's better. All right. Interesting. I love it. All right, that's the let them hang predictions. That's we're letting them hang. 30 to 1 for me, like 216 for Pat. We'll see what happens. Let's win some money. Let's have a great weekend. It's the Waste Management. It's the Super Bowl. We're the Tour Junkies. Like, subscribe, comment. Don't forget to get your review in if you're Apple or Spotify. And let's have a week. Download that Leaderboard app. The link is in the description of the video and the podcast. Check it out. Play with your friends. Take their money. Get their money on Venmo and not $2 bills. Don't be an idiot. Okay. Let's have a week. Bend over your bookie. See ya.